We had a new kid in class on Monday. He walked in like he had been there all year. His shoes made no sound on the squeaky floor tiles. He stood at the front of the room next to our teacher, Mr. Hale. The new kid smiled, but the smile never quite reached his eyes. And that's the first thing I noticed. His eyes. They were wide and dark, and they just stared. He looked at each of us, one by one, but he never blinked. Not a single time. It was like watching a doll brought to life but missing a few human parts. Mr. Hale told us his name was Leo. Leo found a desk in the back corner, by the window that looked out onto the playground. It started with something small. A tiny prediction, more like a lucky guess than anything else. On Tuesday, Mr. Hale asked for a volunteer to take papers to Mrs. Vega. Leo's hand shot up. His eyes were fixed on me. "I'll go," he said, quiet and flat. Then to Mr. Hale. "But he should be careful. He will drop his pencil cup in Mrs. Vega's room before recess." We snickered. How could he know that? We forgot it almost immediately, sinking into long division. Just before recess, Mrs. Vega hurried past. Her sleeve caught the desk. The pencil cup wobbled and fell. Pencils scattered, rolling under desks like little yellow logs. We laughed. A funny coincidence, a trick. But as Lena and I walked home in the cold, it didn't feel like luck. It felt colder, like he'd seen it before it happened. By Thursday, the class was buzzing with nervous energy. We were scared, but curious. We had to know. So we made a plan. During silent reading, we scribbled secrets on tiny slips and folded them tight. We dropped them into an empty mayonnaise jar. We weren't cruel. We were already afraid of what he might say. One by one, he drew slips, scanned, never blinking, then named the secret. Maria's lost locket at the beach. Sam and the broken vase. He was never wrong. He stared longer at one slip, then at the flag. On Friday, he said, "The flag will rip." We stared at the flag, old but strong. How could it rip on its own? Impossible. Lunch went quiet. He still didn't eat. It felt like he kept his eyes open to collect things, our secrets, our futures, On Friday morning, we all stood for the pledge. My eyes were glued to the flag. Bright red, white stripes. It hung still in the quiet air. We sat. Nothing happened. Nervous giggles, relief creeping in. Then a gust rattled the windows. Angry wind on a calm day. Swings groaned. Through the open door, a ripping sound, loud as a giant sheet torn in half. We whipped our heads, a long, clean rip through the stars. No one touched it, no one near it. The edge, perfect, like invisible scissors. We looked at Leo. He didn't smile, didn't look surprised, just watched, like a movie he'd seen 100 times. The room went so quiet you could hear your heart. Laughter was gone. Teachers noticed. The air felt like before a thunderstorm. We tried to play, to learn, but we couldn't forget the torn flag, or the boy who knew it would happen. The predictions kept coming like little stones dropped into a quiet pond. "Your cat will stay outside tonight," he told Jose. That night, the cat slipped out and didn't come back. We blamed coyotes, bad luck, anything but Leo. Then he said something that dropped everyone's stomach. "Tomorrow, at 2:10, someone will fall from the top of the jungle gym. They will not get up." The playground was our safe place. The jungle gym wasn't even that high. Next day at 2, the bell rang. The sky was a dull gray. Leo sat on the bench, not moving, a statue watching. We tried to play. I kept to the ground, eyes on the metal thing waiting to swallow someone whole. Mark was careful. He wasn't showing off. He just slipped, fell. A hollow thud. No one moved. Then the screaming. Teachers, ambulance. He was okay, but concussed. I looked for Leo. He was watching me. After the ambulance left, the playground was silent. I walked over to Leo, my legs like jelly. I had to ask him. I had to know. "Why? Why do you do this?" He looked at me, not angry, not sad, empty.
His lips moved slowly, like it took effort. "I learn names. I keep them. I wait for my turn. Next day people moved their seats. He didn't eat. On the way out, his hand, ice cold, touched my shoulder. His whisper wasn't mean, or kind, just a fact. Tomorrow, you will forget I was ever here.
I tried to laugh, but it broke. My eyes stung. I forced a long blink. Everything went dark. When I opened my eyes, he was gone. That night I tried to hold on. His face, his clothes, his stare, the ripped flag, the milk, the cold on my shoulder. I didn't want to forget. Morning came fuzzy, like bad TV reception. I walked into the kitchen to tell Mom about the boy who knew things. But what boy? The name was gone. At school, everything in its place. The flag still torn. An empty desk in back. No one noticed. Weren't we supposed to have a new kid? I asked. Mr. Hale frowned. No new kids this week.